Back Nation, what is good? Listen, I apologize if there's a bunch of noise in this video. I am driving in a monsoon. But this just in from Shams Charania, the GOAT, who continues to dominate Woj. Shams Stan over here, you know what I'm saying. Shams Charania, this just in. James Harden is eyeing, air quotes, eyeing a return on this West Coast road trip for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he is eyeing that return against the Houston Rockets. The last game of the three-game road trip in Houston, James Harden is eyeing a return after his foot tendon strain that has kept him out for a month. He is eyeing that return and also eyeing the return, how can I say this? He's eyeing his return to the court in his return to Houston, where he used to play, where he used to dominate, where he put up 36 points per game in a single season, where he had absolutely historic numbers, and where I'm not sure anymore if the fans love him or hate him. If there's any Rockets fans watching this, let me know, do you love or hate James Harden? I have a couple things I want to say about James Harden returning. I think obviously it's good for the Sixers team. I know there's people that have been going crazy on the internet since, the Sixers bench, the Delaware Bluecoats beat up on the Orlando Magic, the Brooklyn Nets who choked. They always leave out the fact that we got smacked by the Hornets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm glad the bench is performing. I'm glad the bench players are showing Glenn Rivers that they can play. But let's not go crazy. People have been saying we're better without Harden, we're better without Embiid, we need a whatever. It's not true, is the point I'm getting at. The team is better with James Harden on the floor. I know there's still haters in the comments or whatever, people that say he hunts assists, which is one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life. But anyway, they're better with James Harden on the floor. So it's great to be getting James Harden back. We will not yet have Tyrese Maxey back. He is still out with the slight fracture in the foot. But with Joel Embiid back, James Harden coming back, I feel like that still leaves Tobias Harris room to continue to play the way that he's been playing, which is phenomenal as of late. So Tobias sliding into the number 3 scorer spot. I think until we get Tyrese Maxey back, this could be a pretty good team, and we could go on a little bit of a run with Joel, James, and Tobias as the 1, 2, 3. I want to see Glenn Rivers continue to use Shake Milton heavily until Tyrese Maxey is back. I want Glenn Rivers to figure out a way to use Shake Milton heavily even when Tyrese Maxey is back. That we will have to wait and see. But I want to see Glenn Rivers use Shake Milton heavily in this lineup without Tyrese Maxey. We'll see if that happens. I want to see him continue to use Paul Reed at the backup center position. I think Paul Reed has definitely earned the spot just for his defense and rebounding alone. But that's definitely something I want to see. Kind of going off of that, I'm still kind of blaming Glenn Rivers for all of these players getting injured. We started the season, he was playing James Harden. He's 33 years old, rehabbed the hamstring, had a full offseason, was finally healthy. But, I mean, come on, he was playing the guy 38 minutes a game. He was playing Joel Embiid, who was coming off of plantar fasciitis. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 minutes in a game. He's playing Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, he's 22 years old. But he's playing him 40 minutes a game. He was running 8-man playoff rotations in the beginning of the NBA regular season, which is just flat out ridiculous. I want to see more of a balance with the bench minutes, Shake Milton's minutes, DeAnthony Melton's minutes, as far as ball handlers specifically, I want to see more of a balance with James Harden returning. Doc Rivers, don't bring this dude back from a foot tendon strain and playing 40 damn minutes a game. It's ridiculous. Do not do that. Do not do that. Bring James Harden back, coming off of a foot tendon strain, just hydroplaned. If I don't make it to post-game live, you guys know that means I was decapitated on the highway making a YouTube video. Doc Rivers, I want to see you bring James Harden back off of a foot tendon strain and play him minimal minutes. Minimal. I don't care if you want to call it load management. I don't care if you want to call it a minutes restriction. I don't care what you want to call it. I want to see him come back and play minimal minutes. I'm talking in the 20s. I'm talking 25 minutes a game. I think that's what we should be seeing from Joel Embiid right now, 25 minutes a game. But, you know, Joel also isn't going to voluntarily sit out in a fourth quarter of a close game. Like a couple nights ago against the Atlanta Hawks, he led us to victory. You weren't going to take him out. I know that. Just saying, in a perfect world, I would like to bring these players back off of injuries. High 20s, early 30s in the minute range. I don't want to see a big 4-0 from these players playing 39, 40, 41 minutes. I don't want to see it coming off of an injury. The bench has proven to you now that they can play, that they can hold their own, that they can get things done, that they can contribute, that they can help you out. Now, James and the staff choosing to come back against the Houston Rockets is a good decision. The Houston Rockets are 5-15. They are god-awful. You know, coming off of the John Wall contract that they finally got out of, last year or the year before. They were in total tank mode. Their leading scorer is Jalen Green at 21.6 points per game. But I think this is a great matchup for James Harden to return because the Houston Rockets have one of the worst defenses in the entire NBA. They give up some of the most points per game in the entire NBA. They have terrible perimeter defense. The only other team with worse perimeter defense than the Houston Rockets is the Orlando Magic, who we just smacked by 30 a couple nights ago. It's a yield sign. Go. So, yeah, I think it's a good time to bring him back. He can come back and ease into things, and he won't be completely hounded on the perimeter because the Houston Rockets can't defend anybody. So I agree with the decision to come back against the Houston Rockets on Monday. I am very excited not only to see James Harden back on the court, but to see what the rotations look like with him returning. What will the minutes look like for Shake Milton? I think Doc Rivers has a lot to figure out. Doc Rivers has to be creative. We will see what happens. But there you have it. James Harden is returning. Eyeing a return, air quotes, eyeing a return. Monday night against the Houston Rockets. Y'all tune in to Post-Game Live tonight after the Sixers-Cavs game. We will be live right here on Run It Back Philly. Tune in, call the show, be active in the chat, give your thoughts and opinions, things like that. We chop it up. We have a good old time. So I'll see y'all there. Hey, peace.